All right, how you guys doing today? We're hopping into a discussion because I got 13 minutes because my brother wanted to yap to me for 55 minutes about some garbage. So we're gonna talk about that conversation. First things first, though, just make sure you like the video because why not? So I want to talk about why. So he started the thing off talking about Cam Newton. I don't know if you've heard about the Cam Newton situation, but Cam Newton was basically sitting in front of a pastor saying, "I'm not an adulterer because I'm having sex with a bunch of women and I have 4 baby mamas, and I'm not an adulterer." And he sat and said that in front of a pastor, right? And my brother was like, I find it hard to claim Christianity when this is my older brother, by the way. I find it hard to claim Christianity when there's people like Cam Newton who are claiming Christianity, saying things like this in front of a preacher, when in fact, his dad, the man who raised him, is also a preacher, and that man has been married for 40 plus years to his mom, and his 4 or 3 brothers are also happily married with kids. What went wrong, right? And you could say, well, this is what I said. You know, he's a famous quarterback. He's got money. Things happen. However, the concept of marriage and adultery and all that stuff, like talk to your dad, firstly, but also his concept of Christianity was just skewed as a whole, right? Now, I don't want to say he's not saved. I don't know his relationship with Jesus, but like that's just a skewed vision. Saying you're not blatantly an adulterer when you're lusting and having kids out of wedlock is like, where do we go wrong? Where do we go wrong? Anyway, so he was talking like, I just find it hard to claim Christianity. And I was like, hold on. So you're a Christian? He's like, yeah, I'm a Christian. But also, there's people, he's in the city of Atlanta, and he's like, all these churches down here, and these people, this is Bible Belt black and crazy, because black people as a whole, we don't really rock with the whole homosexuality thing. Black people down there, Bible Belt Christians, don't really rock with homosexuality. It's like there's people saying that they ain't rocking with gays in the middle of a sermon, on the pulpit talking about I ain't rocking with the gay people, right? And it's on Mother's Day, and he's like, what am I doing? And he's like, I'm over to one church, and I'm like, you have to look. There's real deal Christians down there. There's real deal Christians everywhere, right? There's real deal Christians all over the country, right? All over the freaking world, you know. The biggest religion, one of them, at the least it's top 2, right? And you have to think you can find one. You've been to 2, they didn't work out. Your ex-girlfriend was Christian, she was crazy, that didn't work out. That's one girl. The churches, that's 2 off out of however many. You're in Atlanta, that's one of the biggest cities in the country. It's got the biggest airport in the country. One of the, I think it's the busiest in the world, somebody told me, right? I don't know the truth of that, right? But you're in a huge city, and what's the busiest airport in the world? Quick little Google search. The Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, approximately yeah, anyway. So yeah, busiest airport in the country, biggest city in the country, one of the biggest cities in the country. Or my bad, busy airport in the world, one of the biggest cities in the country, black people, he's black. You can find a church, right? There's black Christians. We exist. I exist. I'm telling him about the community. I got up here and like real people, and he's like, aren't you enough community? And Dad and Eric and that's my little brother, right? Now I'm sitting here like, no, you're talking to me on the phone, and we don't talk every day, and we don't see each other all the time. You're in college, gang. You are in college, and you need a community around you. And even post college, you need a church community that your kids can be a part of and get raised in. And he's in here like, I can't take the time to find it because it's just people are turning me off from it. And I'm like, gang, you gotta put the work in. Just because there's some bad Christians doesn't mean everybody's bad. It's like when people judge black people because we, you know, some people did some bad to them, and they're like, I've had 2 bad experiences with black people, no more black people. Like, what are we talking about? Like, come on, can we be for real? Can we use some common sense? Can we put some 2 and 2 together and put that in the dirt to pull it out and make 4? Like, I really thought we was going somewhere, but you just took me on a horrible rigmarole, and your thoughts is going loosey goosey, and I can't comprehend what you talking about, right? So, you know, I was talking to him about that and whatever, and he was talking about non-denominationalists, and because he just had this one conversation with a non-denominationalist, and that dude was talking about my relationship with God is all that matters. If people around me are sinning, I'm turning a blind eye, basically, because my relationship with God is all that matters. And I'm like, you know that ain't right. And I was telling my brother, I'm like, you know that ain't right. Jesus ate with the sinners. He preached to the sinners. He told people go and sin no more, meaning they're sinners. What do you think we supposed to do? You take the plank out of your eyes, you can help with the speck in somebody else's. You're helping them. Community. Don't forsake the community of the brothers. And anyway, He's saying, no, non-denominationalist. And I'm like, I'm non-denominationalist. He's like, why are you that? I'm like, where is the wise? This is not the verse that I needed. What verse is this? What is this? This is not what I needed. Boom. There should be no schism in the body, that the members should have the same care for one another, is the verse that I wanted, right? There be no division in the body, the members have the same care for one another, whether one member serve all, and all that. There should be no schism, right? And technically, if you want to talk about it in context, it's talking about like the members of the body and all that stuff, which is the people of the body. We think less honor with less honor, whatever. No division in the mind. I'm of the mind that the body of Christ should be one. Denominations be splitting off into a bunch of different stuff, and then my brother's talking about some, and then you just got a whole bunch of different religions blanketed under Christianity, the term. And I'm like, that's not what it's supposed to be about. It's about your relationship also, but the community too. And because I think there should be no division, I'm not a denominationist, but y'all can let me know in the comments what you think about the whole situation as a whole. I had to tell I had told bro get off my line because I had to make this video, and I want to hear what you guys got to say. So you didn't get a good video because of this dude, but also you got a good video because we talking about stuff, and you can tell me what you think in the comments. Peace.